everybody. Welcome to a spring 2014 S.W.A.T review. My name is Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
And I'm Alan, otherwise known as C-Suite.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can go there to get other S.W.A.T reviews, our monthly Speakeasy podcast, as well as 3+ blog posts every week.
This time we are talking about The World is Still Beautiful from Studio Pierrot, and it is streaming on Crunchyroll.
And it's sort of a fantasy series. Our main character is Princess Nike, and she's like the youngest daughter in her family, and she basically gets sent off to this Sun Kingdom to marry the king, the ruler there, as a bargain. But she's kind of more adventurous, so once they get there, she's like, okay, see you guys. I'm going to explore the town and get to him myself to sort of get the lay of the land.
And she specifically went like a risky route through fog to get there a few days early. And that's actually a plot point. She specifically misses the royal reception that would happen 2 days later to basically wander around the town and explore before she goes to the castle.
But she also misses, there's some political intrigue, and people looked like somebody was going to try to assassinate her. So
she accidentally, wanting to explore this strange country that she's going to marry the king of, avoids those assassins, which probably will be an important plot point as we go on, obviously.
And the Sun King, he is known as like a conqueror, and he's like united a whole bunch of nations in his area, so he's kind of known for being aggressive. And she doesn't know a lot about him, but she starts kind of mingling with the locals, and like any place, there's good people, there's bad people. And it kind of jumps really quickly because she starts in this port town, and then it's like, oh man, it's pretty far distance to meet him, but she meets him by the end of the episode.
We meet the characters who really could have easily been removed from the plot and probably would have made the show like 10 times more enjoyable. The two guys who steal her luggage.
Yeah, first they steal her luggage, and then they show up throughout the episode to try to kidnap her, and then when they kidnap the wrong girl, they're like, well, we have to get something for our trouble. So so then they become wandering rapists for a while, but then nothing happens with that because, thank goodness, Nike also seems to possess some magical abilities relating to her place of origin. But yeah, those guys, the worst part about it is that it felt like the show was playing them as comic relief. Like, I was supposed to find this hysterical.
Because they were annoying at first, and then when they try to rape that poor daughter of the family that took them in, you're like, wow, you guys are utter scum. And it looks like you're going to be reoccurring characters. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because Nike's like, well, they're going to take me to the capital. I don't know why she decides that is a great plan. I hope it was because she was going to then murder them and throw their bodies in front of the king as an offering.
Look, marry me and spare my country, because look how much I've removed evil citizens from your land. It can be a beneficial relationship between our countries.
So the series is working with this kind of popular trope, I think, with shoujo and fantasy series, where the girl like goes off to marry this prince or king that she doesn't know, and then like ends up either falling in love with him or finding out he's a good guy, whatever it is. It's doing that, but the guy, so it's the first episode, so I'm just gonna spoil that, like, he's like a kid, and I don't know how old he is supposed to be, but I was thinking somewhere like 12 to 14, which, fine, whatever, but then the ending is like him naked in bed, and then we get like this booty shot of him. It's like, okay, show, now you've done it. I don't need that, okay, like, whoa.
A little too much Shotokan in my show.
So I was like, even if there isn't a romance between them, which I'm assuming there is going to be a romance between them, but I also don't need this child to be exploited. So I was really taken aback by that ending thing, because at first I was like, okay, he's gonna be like, obviously, like, kind of a nasty character who has like an attitude and whatever.
But secretly, he's a good ruler and wants to help his kingdom do the best and is a nice guy underneath, his outside abrasive personality. Also, if it follows another convention, if he splashed with cold water, he turns into a girl because, he was married to the youngest daughter kind of against her will. And that's kind of like Ranma. That was a long way to go for a Ranma trope. Continue, Kate.
I'm always hoping for it to have a new fantasy series to watch, but I don't know. I wasn't very impressed with anything that happened in this episode. It just felt very in the middle.
And, that's very subtle. He comes from the Sun Kingdom, and it, never rains to, have this complex aqueduct system. But she comes from the Rain Kingdom, where it's always raining. So, obviously, those two have to get together in the end, and,
I don't dislike any of that. If it was executed well, that would be fine. It just felt like it was executed in a really mediocre manner. And also, Shotokan or something going on there, which... unless he ends up being, maybe he's older than he looks or something. I don't know, whatever. Still made me a little uncomfortable in the end.
And once again, those guys looked like they were going to stick around, and they should have died at the end of the episode, not be given reoccurring guest spots. Alright, see you guys next time.